Package holiday. A vacation arranged by a travel company that includes transport, accommodation, and sometimes meals and activities. All-inclusive trip. Prearranged vacation. Tour package. Inclusive getaway. Do you prefer organizing your own trips or going on a package holiday? Personally, I find a package holiday incredibly convenient. Everything is taken care of, from flights to hotels, making it stress-free. I recently went on an all-inclusive trip to Bali, and it was amazing. Unlike a self-planned journey, a prearranged vacation saves time and often money. These tour packages also offer guided experiences, which I enjoy. Overall, an inclusive getaway suits my lifestyle perfectly. Cruise holiday. A vacation spent on a ship, typically including stops at various destinations. Sea voyage. Ocean getaway. Sailing vacation. Nautical trip. Have you ever been on a cruise holiday, or would you like to try one? I've never been on a cruise holiday, but it's definitely on my bucket list. The idea of a luxurious sea voyage with entertainment and fine dining sounds appealing. I'd love to experience an ocean getaway where I can relax and explore multiple ports. A sailing vacation offers both adventure and comfort, and a nautical trip seems perfect for unwinding while traveling. Adventure holiday. A vacation involving exciting and often physically challenging activities. Thrill-seeking trip. Expedition getaway. Action-packed break. Outdoor escape. What kind of activities do you enjoy on an adventure holiday? On an adventure holiday, I enjoy hiking, rafting, and ziplining. These thrill-seeking trips give me a rush and help me connect with nature. I once went on an expedition getaway in Nepal, which was unforgettable. I love an action-packed break that pushes my limits, and an outdoor escape is ideal for recharging both physically and mentally. Overseas holiday. A vacation taken in a foreign country, outside one's own nation. International trip. Abroad vacation. Global getaway. Foreign excursion. Do you prefer domestic holidays or overseas holidays? I usually prefer an overseas holiday because it allows me to explore new cultures. My last international trip was to Italy, and I loved the architecture and cuisine. An abroad vacation broadens your perspective, while a global getaway offers unique experiences. A foreign excursion can be both educational and relaxing, making it more enriching than staying local. Foreign holiday. A vacation spent in a country other than one's own. Overseas trip. International vacation. Abroad journey. Global travel. What are the advantages of taking a foreign holiday? A foreign holiday offers the chance to immerse yourself in different cultures. My recent overseas trip to Japan was eye-opening. An international vacation helps you appreciate diversity, and an abroad journey can improve your language skills. Global travel also exposes you to new cuisines, traditions, and landscapes, making it a truly enriching experience. Honeymoon. A holiday taken by newlyweds shortly after their wedding to celebrate their marriage. Romantic getaway. Post-wedding trip. Newlywed vacation. Marriage retreat. Where would be your ideal destination for a honeymoon? My ideal honeymoon destination would be the Maldives. The serene beaches make it a perfect romantic getaway. I'd love a post-wedding trip that combines luxury and tranquility. A newlywed vacation should be memorable, and a marriage retreat in a tropical paradise would allow us to relax and celebrate our new life together in style. City break. A short holiday spent in a city, often involving sightseeing, shopping, and dining. Urban escape. Weekend getaway. Metropolitan trip. Short city vacation. Do you enjoy taking city breaks? Absolutely. I enjoy a good city break whenever I get the chance. A quick urban escape allows me to recharge without traveling far. I recently had a weekend getaway in Bangkok, which was full of vibrant culture and food. A metropolitan trip offers endless activities, and a short city vacation is perfect for exploring museums and cafes. Countryside break. A relaxing holiday spent in rural areas, often surrounded by nature and away from urban life. rural retreat, nature escape, pastoral holiday, village getaway. What do people usually do during a countryside break? During a countryside break, people often go hiking, enjoy fresh air, and disconnect from technology. A rural retreat offers peace and quiet, which is ideal for reflection. I love a nature escape where I can walk through forests. A pastoral holiday is perfect for photography, and a village getaway lets you experience local traditions. Beach break, a short holiday spent relaxing by the seaside. Coastal getaway, seaside escape, ocean retreat, shore holiday. Do you enjoy taking beach breaks during the summer? I absolutely love a beach break in the summer. The sound of waves and warm sand make it ideal for unwinding. A coastal getaway helps me disconnect from daily stress. I recently had a seaside escape in Cox's Bazar, and it was blissful. An ocean retreat offers peace, and a shore holiday is perfect for sunbathing and swimming. Guided tour, a tour led by a knowledgeable guide who explains places and history. Escorted trip, led excursion, narrated journey, informative outing. Have you ever joined a guided tour while traveling? Yes, I joined a guided tour in Rome, and it was fascinating. The escorted trip helped me understand the history behind the ruins. A led excursion is ideal for first-time visitors. The narrated journey through the Vatican was especially memorable. I prefer an informative outing when I want to learn while exploring. Travel agents, professionals who help plan and book holidays for clients. Holiday planners, trip consultants, vacation advisors, tour coordinators. Do you think travel agents are still useful today? I think travel agents are still quite useful, especially for complex itineraries. Holiday planners can save time and offer expert advice. I once used trip consultants for a multi-country tour, and they handled everything smoothly. Vacation advisors often have access to deals, and tour coordinators ensure everything runs efficiently. To go on holiday, to take time off work or school to travel or relax. Take a vacation. Have a break. Go traveling. Take time off. How often do you go on holiday? I try to go on holiday at least twice a year. It's essential for mental health. I usually take a vacation during winter and summer. Even a short break helps me recharge. Sometimes I go traveling to explore new cultures. It's also important to take time off to spend with family and unwind. Trip, a journey or excursion, usually for a short time. Excursion, journey, outing, tour. What was the most memorable trip you've ever taken? My most memorable trip was to Thailand. The excursion included temples, beaches, and street food. It was a cultural journey that changed my perspective. I enjoyed every outing, especially the elephant sanctuary. The tour was well organized and gave me unforgettable experiences. I'd love to go again. Day trip, a short journey taken and completed within one day. One-day excursion, short outing, brief getaway, single-day tour. Do you enjoy going on day trips? Yes, I love a spontaneous day trip. A one-day excursion is perfect for exploring nearby places without needing accommodation. I often take a short outing to the countryside. A brief getaway helps me relax without much planning. My favorite single-day tour was to a waterfall near my city. It was refreshing. Day out, a leisure activity or trip taken for enjoyment during the day. Leisure outing, fun excursion, recreational trip, casual getaway. What do people usually do on a day out? On a day out, people usually visit parks, museums, or go shopping. A leisure outing with friends is always enjoyable. I love a fun excursion to amusement parks. A recreational trip to the beach is also popular. Sometimes, a casual getaway to a nearby town can be surprisingly refreshing and memorable. Holiday maker, a person who is on holiday. Vacationer, tourist, traveler, leisure seeker. What do holiday makers usually look for in a destination? Most holiday makers look for relaxation, good weather, and entertainment. A vacationer might prefer beaches, while a tourist seeks cultural experiences. A traveler often explores off-the-beaten-path locations. Leisure seekers want comfort and convenience. The ideal destination depends on the person's interests and travel style. Holiday destination. A place people travel to for vacation. Vacation spot. Travel location. Leisure site. Tourist area. What makes a holiday destination popular? A holiday destination becomes popular due to its attractions, safety, and affordability. A vacation spot like Bali offers beaches and culture. A travel location with good infrastructure is appealing. A leisure site with activities for all ages attracts families. A tourist area with iconic landmarks draws international visitors. Traveler. A person who journeys to different places, especially for leisure or exploration. Explorer. Globetrotter. Wayfarer. Journeyer. What qualities make someone a good traveler? A good traveler is curious, adaptable, and respectful of different cultures. An explorer seeks new experiences and embraces the unknown. A globetrotter often has a broad worldview and enjoys learning languages. A wayfarer appreciates the journey as much as the destination. A journeyer values personal growth through travel and meaningful encounters. Visitor. A person who goes to a place for a short time, often for leisure, business, or social reasons. Guest. Sightseer. Tourist. Attendee. What do visitors usually look for when they travel to a new city? Most visitors look for cultural attractions, local cuisine, and memorable experiences. A guest often appreciates hospitality and comfort. A sightseer is drawn to landmarks and scenic views. A tourist typically enjoys guided tours and shopping. An attendee might be there for events or conferences, combining leisure with professional goals. Accommodation. A place where someone stays temporarily during travel, such as a hotel or guest house. Lodging. Stay. Shelter. Residence. What kind of accommodation do you prefer when traveling? I usually prefer budget-friendly accommodation that's clean and centrally located. Good lodging makes a trip more enjoyable. My last stay was in a cozy guest house in Chiang Mai. I value a safe shelter with basic amenities. Sometimes, a homely residence like an Airbnb gives a more authentic experience than a hotel. Cheap accommodation. A place to stay that is low cost and budget-friendly. Budget lodging. Economical stay. Low-cost shelter. Affordable housing. Do you often choose cheap accommodation when traveling? Yes, I often go for cheap accommodation, especially when traveling solo. A budget lodging allows me to spend more on experiences. I once had an economical stay in Vietnam that was surprisingly clean and safe. A low-cost shelter doesn't mean poor quality, and affordable housing is ideal for backpackers like me. Itinerary. A detailed plan or schedule of travel activities and destinations. Travel schedule. Trip agenda. Journey plan. Tour timetable. Do you usually follow an itinerary when traveling? Yes, I always prepare an itinerary before traveling. A clear travel schedule helps me stay organized and make the most of my time. My trip agenda includes sightseeing, meals, and rest periods. A journey plan ensures I don't miss key attractions, and a tour timetable helps coordinate transport and bookings efficiently. Travel itinerary. A structured plan outlining destinations, activities, and timings during a trip. Vacation schedule. Trip blueprint. Tour outline. Journey roadmap. How do you usually prepare your travel itinerary? I prepare my travel itinerary by researching online and using apps. A vacation schedule helps me balance relaxation and exploration. I create a trip blueprint with must-see places and local food spots. A tour outline gives me flexibility, while a journey roadmap ensures I stay on track and avoid wasting time. Cost-effective. Providing good value for the money spent. Economical and efficient. Budget-friendly. Economical. Affordable. Value for money. Do you think cost-effective travel is important? Absolutely. Cost-effective travel is essential for most people. Choosing budget-friendly options allows you to explore more without overspending. I always look for economical flights and affordable accommodation. A value for money experience doesn't mean compromising quality. It means being smart with your choices and maximizing enjoyment within your budget. Camping holiday. A vacation spent outdoors, usually in tents or caravans, often in nature. Outdoor getaway. Tent vacation. Nature retreat. Wilderness trip. Have you ever been on a camping holiday? Yes, I've been on a camping holiday in the hills of Bandarban. It was a refreshing outdoor getaway with stunning views. We stayed in tents during the tent vacation, cooked our own meals, and enjoyed the silence of nature. A nature retreat like that helps you disconnect, and a wilderness trip brings a sense of adventure and simplicity. Skiing holiday. A vacation focused on skiing activities, usually in snowy mountain resorts. Snow trip. Alpine getaway. Winter sports break. Mountain retreat. Would you enjoy going on a skiing holiday? I would love to go on a skiing holiday someday. The idea of a snow trip in the Alps sounds thrilling. An alpine getaway offers both excitement and scenic beauty. I enjoy physical challenges, so a winter sports break would be ideal. A mountain retreat with cozy lodges and fresh snow is the perfect escape from city life. Backpacking holiday. A low-cost, independent travel experience often involving hostels and public transport. Budget travel. Independent trip. Nomadic journey. Low-cost adventure. Do you think backpacking holidays are suitable for young people? Definitely, a backpacking holiday is perfect for young people. It teaches independence and budgeting. I went on a budget travel experience across Southeast Asia and learned so much. An independent trip builds confidence, while a nomadic journey allows flexibility. A low-cost adventure is ideal for students who want to explore without spending too much. Fitness holiday. A vacation focused on physical health, exercise, and wellness activities. Wellness retreat. Active getaway. Health-focused trip. Exercise vacation. Would you consider going on a fitness holiday? Yes, I'd definitely consider a fitness holiday. It's a great way to recharge both physically and mentally. A wellness retreat with yoga and healthy meals sounds ideal. I enjoy an active getaway that includes hiking or swimming. A health-focused trip helps reset habits, and an exercise vacation can be both fun and transformative. Staycation. A holiday spent at home or nearby rather than traveling abroad. Home-based break. Local holiday. Domestic getaway. Nearby vacation. Do you think staycations are becoming more popular? Yes, staycations have become increasingly popular, especially during travel restrictions. A home-based break allows people to relax without the stress of airports. I recently enjoyed a local holiday exploring my city's hidden gems. A domestic getaway is cost-effective, and a nearby vacation can be surprisingly refreshing and restorative. Strict timetable. A rigid and tightly scheduled plan of activities or events. Fixed schedule. Tight agenda. Rigid plan. Structured routine. Do you prefer traveling with a strict timetable? Personally, I don't enjoy traveling with a strict timetable. A fixed schedule can feel restrictive and stressful. I prefer flexibility over a tight agenda. A rigid plan might help with efficiency, but it limits spontaneity. While a structured routine works for some, I find it more enjoyable to explore freely and adapt as I go. Super convenient. Extremely easy, accessible, and practical. Highly practical. Extremely handy. Very accessible. Exceptionally easy. What makes a travel experience super convenient? A super convenient travel experience includes smooth transport, clear signage, and helpful locals. I found Japan to be highly practical for tourists. The metro system was extremely handy, and everything was very accessible, even for non-Japanese speakers. The trip felt exceptionally easy, which made it more enjoyable and stress-free. Vesak holiday. A Buddhist festival celebrating the birth, enlightenment, and death of Buddha. Buddha Day. Vesak festival. Buddhist holiday. Spiritual observance. How is the Vesak holiday celebrated in your country? In my country, the Vesak holiday is celebrated with prayers, lanterns, and acts of kindness. Buddha Day is marked by temple visits and meditation. The Vesak festival brings communities together in peaceful reflection. It's a Buddhist holiday that emphasizes compassion, and the spiritual observance inspires people to live mindfully and generously. Few days. Excursion. A short journey or trip, often for leisure or educational purposes. Outing. Day trip. Short journey. Field trip. Have you ever gone on an excursion with a group? Yes, I've been on several excursions with school and friends. One memorable outing was to a historical site where we learned a lot. A day trip to the countryside is also enjoyable. These short journeys are great for bonding and relaxation. I especially liked a field trip to a museum that sparked my interest in history. Sightseer. A person who visits places of interest, especially while traveling. Tourist. Visitor. Explorer. Traveler. What do sightseers usually look for in a new city? A sightseer usually looks for famous landmarks, cultural sites, and scenic views. As a tourist, I enjoy guided tours and local cuisine. A visitor might also explore museums and parks. An explorer seeks hidden gems, while a traveler appreciates both popular and offbeat experiences. It's all about discovering something new. Nomad. A person who moves from place to place rather than settling permanently. Wanderer. Roamer. Drifter. Wayfarer. Do you think being a nomad is a sustainable lifestyle? Being a nomad can be sustainable if managed well. A wanderer often lives minimally and adapts easily. I admire roamers who explore different cultures and work remotely. A drifter may struggle with stability, but the freedom is appealing. A wayfarer values the journey more than the destination, which can be deeply fulfilling. Nomadic tribes. Groups of people who move from place to place rather than settling permanently. Migrant communities. Roaming clans. Wandering groups. Mobile societies. What can we learn from nomadic tribes? Nomadic tribes teach us resilience and adaptability. These migrant communities live in harmony with nature and rely on traditional knowledge. Roaming clans often have rich oral histories and strong family bonds. Wandering groups show how minimalism can be sustainable. Mobile societies remind us that home isn't always a fixed place. It's where your people are. Draw up a budget. To create a financial plan outlining income and expenses. Plan finances. Make a spending plan. Set a budget. Outline costs. Do you usually draw up a budget before traveling? Yes, I always draw up a budget before any trip. It helps me plan finances and avoid overspending. I usually make a spending plan for accommodation, food, and transport. It's important to set a budget that's realistic and flexible. I also outline costs for activities so I can enjoy the trip without financial stress. Stick to the budget. To follow a financial plan without exceeding the set limits. Stay within limits. Follow spending plan. Keep to the budget. Control expenses. Is it difficult to stick to the budget while traveling? Sometimes it's hard to stick to the budget, especially when unexpected costs arise. I try to stay within limits by tracking my spending daily. If I follow my spending plan, I can enjoy the trip without guilt. I also keep to the budget by prioritizing essentials and controlling expenses like shopping and dining out. Budget for rent. To plan and allocate money for monthly housing costs. Plan for tenancy. Allocate for lease. Set aside for rent. Estimate for housing. How do people usually budget for rent in your country? In my country, people usually budget for rent by calculating income and expenses. Most families plan for tenancy based on location and size. They allocate for lease monthly and try to set aside for rent before other spending. Some also estimate for housing by comparing prices in different neighborhoods. Budget for food. To plan and allocate money for meals and groceries. Plan for meals. Allocate for dining. Set aside for groceries. Estimate for eating. Do you think budgeting for food is important while traveling? Yes, I always budget for food when traveling. It's easy to overspend on restaurants. I plan for meals by checking local prices and reviews. I allocate for dining based on how often I'll eat out. I also set aside for groceries if I'm cooking. It's smart to estimate for eating to avoid financial stress. Budget for going out. To plan and allocate money for entertainment and social activities. Plan for outings. Allocate for leisure. Set aside for fun. Estimate for entertainment. How do you manage your budget for going out during holidays? I always budget for going out during holidays. I plan for outings like concerts or local events. I try to allocate for leisure without compromising essentials. It's important to set aside for fun so I can enjoy myself. I also estimate for entertainment based on ticket prices and transport costs.